Now we're talking.
All right, what's going on, everybody? My name is Andrew Yalo.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Turner.
And we're here. We're going to be giving our mid-season review of Big Brother 27. We're going to be basically ranking from least likely to win the season to most likely to win the season. I don't even know what I'm saying.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be a
crazy.
crazy episode.
Let's get into
Let's
it.
just get right
guys.
into
What
it.
if we
Yeah.
just got into it?
All right, yeah, so for least likely, we have Kelly.
Right.
Why do you say
Kelly,
what do you, Mickey?
Kelly for me is next. I'm sure Mickey's probably low on the list for you guys, but listen, I'm not a Big Brother analyst like these guys.
Yeah.
I just feel like she's on the outs of the house. Everyone wants her out, and if most people get in power next week, they'll put her up, and if she doesn't win, she'll be gone, right?
I think she has the ability to win comps because she's the
Okay,
only house
right,
guest in the
true.
game right now to win a veto, head of household, and a blockbuster.
I think Kelly won like 4 things.
True.
True.
But
I kind of forgot she had that
Yeah.
for the HOH as well.
talking about win equity, I feel like Kelly against anybody in the final 2 chairs, I just don't see her winning like literally against
Against
anybody.
literally anybody.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Plus, I want to add, I have never tapped into the live feeds.
Yeah.
So I'm an
That's
edit
totally
watcher.
fair.
I didn't know if that made any difference.
No,
to,
and
like the game equity.
I get what you're saying with Mickey for sure. The only reason that I have Kelly at the bottom is that there are Kellys in this house where, like, although Mickey's in trouble now, there's like Kelly, Keanu, like Morgan was nearly just voted out. Like there's so many people that can just fill that role in her place where, I mean, she's safe this week. She's one of the only people that I at least know can get to the final 10.
Yeah.
Kelly was going to use the freaking veto on Ava.
yeah.
And her reasoning was just like, because it would be fun.
Yeah.
She's cooked.
All right, so for number 10, I have Morgan.
Mickey.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly, all right.
You got Morgan.
I have Morgan. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, I don't know. I think she's just kind of unlikable, and I'm sorry, Morgan. You know, like, I don't know. I just think that she's not likely to win in final 2.
I like Morgan.
I don't know if she's
I've
really done
heard
much.
people say they don't like Morgan. I like
Morgan's, she's on the rise again.
Yeah.
She had like a little downslope like 2 weeks ago, but I mean, bias aside, I love that she's just like going to bat for Rachel this week.
Yeah.
Really trying to convince Vince to not do it, but
For me, I just think she plays too hard. I feel like people see right through that, and I think that could like maybe she's not an immediate target, but I feel like in maybe a few weeks people can be like, all right, let's just get Morgan out. She's trying too hard. Like,
Yeah, I can see
what
that.
is she doing? You know?
I could see once Mickey leaves though, not that they're like this tight of a duo necessarily anymore, but I could see a lot of that perception of her being like a big threat. It's like, okay, well, we got Mickey out. Like maybe Morgan isn't as threatening as we once thought. She hasn't won a comp still. Her and Will are the only 2, but
Dang.
Will hasn't been going around being like, I'm going to win every comp. I think Mickey is, I mean, yeah, she was the target last week. She was the target this week.
She's unlikable.
She also, I think, will struggle in the end, even with an
Yeah.
underdog story.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, she's on a little comp streak right now, and she does at least have like a resume.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like she
got
has
rid
at
of
least
Jimmy.
somewhat of an established resume. Got rid of Jimmy, one of Rachel's closest allies. Like, she has somewhat of a story. It's just like, can she pull that out in the end game? So yeah, for sure. Next up, I have Catherine.
I also have Catherine.
I have Catherine.
Yo, we get to
look
just talk
at
about
that.
one person.
The synergy is crazy. All right.
I just feel like, to me, I feel like probably everyone thinks it's just she lost who was her biggest shield.
Yeah.
And she just seems like on the outs of everything.
Yeah, she's kind of like, she had all of her cards in the Riley basket, not even like necessarily intentionally, but it was really exposed once Riley left, where nobody was really going to bat for Catherine.
Yeah.
And at least this week, she's kind of like a free agent that Vince is really hesitant to put her up, even though she is alone, because he kind of wants to pick her up.
And from watching Taryn's update, it seemed like he was trying to work something out with her on the wall that she wasn't receptive to.
She was very mad
Which
that
is just-
Vince voted out Riley, which is not good.
No, but like even being in the house, like in that moment, I feel like it just says a lot to her play style. Like she could have just been like, yeah, all right, and then went back on it. But
She fell a few minutes later. Like,
yeah, it's like even though Vince probably won't put her up anyway, or I don't know what his plan is for the next phase.
It depends
seem
on
like-
how successful Morgan is with her
Yeah.
pitch.
Yeah. But even like watching the feeds in the early stages of the season, it was like Catherine was really not apt to really get into much game talk, and it's like she doesn't really have much of a resume built for her as of right now. Like, it'll be interesting to see how she does without Riley there. But also, I just don't know like what the end game for her could look like. Like, who is she going to work with?
Yeah.
Like,
We don't, and that's like her entire game opened up with Riley going.
Yes.
So it's like how she pivots from here and she can make a story out of it.
So,
Where it's like
yeah.
I lost Riley in the early game, and then I had to like do it all on my own.
Yeah, so not
Yeah.
fully counting her out, but it's like it's looking like more on the unlikely side.
Yeah. Although I could see someone like Rachel, like using that to the advantage that she has no one.
Right.
Right now.
Absolutely.
It could be great.
100%.
Absolutely.
But it could be awful.
So next up,
At number 8,
I have Lauren.
I have Keanu.
I have Morgan.
Okay, so
So for me, like just for the names that we've already passed, like I couldn't agree more with what you said.
Yeah.
It's just Morgan seems a little bit messy and like someone that eventually has gonna be like, all right, overplaying. It's probably just best to get her out now.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem like someone who would have an end game.
Right.
Although like I like her. I'd like to see her go as far as she can.
I'll talk more about my Morgan thoughts
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
I was
I'll
surprised you
have
have
more.
Keanu that low.
I
got
do,
too. I
got my stock in him right
Dude,
now.
I mean, listen, I love Keanu. I'm rooting for Keanu. It's just he is so messy.
Yeah.
Like, not even intentionally, but just like his play style where he was like telling Vince all week, he's like, oh, you got to backdoor Rachel, to try and hide his allegiance to Rachel. There's like an in-between that he could have gone instead of just being like, you got to put her on the block and send her home.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
And I just feel like sooner or later, like because he had such an early comp streak, like nobody's gonna forget about Keanu. Where it's like, oh, like he's not gonna just slip into the final 3.
Yeah.
And I just kind of see himself or him shooting himself at some point because he's so messy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that like when it just came to that blockbuster and he pulled it out and he was just like
he's aura farming
he's
so
just
much.
aura farm. I don't know. I just like part of me feels like I feel like if he makes it to the final 2, like I just see him winning literally against anybody, even Rachel. I think he would probably win over Rachel.
I think so.
Because I don't know.
People would just be in such disbelief that they let him get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And he even said from week 2, he would make a point the fact that he pointed out everyone saying, I'm going to take you out, and then he made it to the final 2. Like, come on, who wouldn't
Dude,
vote
he's
for him?
sick. He's my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, I love him.
And then I said Lauren. I feel like Lauren, I mean, her HOH was pretty useless. I mean, I'm just going to be so straight up. Like, getting Adrian out was probably not the best move for her game. And, like, she could have used him as a number. So, like, already, like, she doesn't have the best resume. So, I'm not feeling too strong on Lauren right now.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Especially because so much depends on who goes up tomorrow. So I don't know when you're putting this out. Likely,
I'm putting this out Wednesday. So this is
the person will already
yeah.
be up on the block. It doesn't seem like she has like the numbers. She's got Catherine and Vince, sort of, but Vince didn't even vote with her. And like, yeah, like Riley just went home because she used the veto. And I do like that she used the veto.
Yeah, me too.
For her game,
Yeah,
I know that
yeah,
she's
yeah.
getting a lot of like, oh my god, look what you did by saving Vince. Riley went home, which isn't good, but I don't know. I'm glad she like came to a decision that was a active move as opposed to like the passive play.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I got a little more faith in Lauren.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll see. I'm curious to see where you guys place Lauren. So we'll move on to the next one.
I have Lauren.
I have Lauren.
You have Lauren. Oh, well,
That's what I had a little more faith.
there you go. Okay, I have Ashley. So
Yeah, no, I
For Lauren, I agree with everything you said.
Yeah.
Plus, especially like the Adrian thing. Adrian wasn't working against her. Why did she get Adrian out? Although for my eyes, as much as Adrian was fun to watch, walk around with bread. I did.
Yeah.
He was so boring. And so other than that, it's just. But it seemed counterproductive. I don't think he was on the opposite side of the house as Lauren was. No, like.
he really wasn't claiming allegiance to any side. He was playing a really passive game. He's playing
a very
way
like,
too
honest.
safe.
Yeah, he didn't want to like lie.
But that's the problem though. It's because like how can anybody trust you when they're trying to have a conversation with you? Like for example, Mickey had a conversation with Adrian. This didn't air. This was on feeds, and like Mickey was basically giving Adrian information. Adrian gave her nothing back. So it's like. Yeah, so getting somebody out like that, I mean, for like Lauren,
you're
like,
right.
why?
Yeah,
why are we even?
She's winning a lot of comps, or I say a lot. She's won an HOH and a veto.
Yeah,
she is picking up that pace. And there is a very funny clip because Lauren's thing is how she's so indecisive,
right?
And Vince told her that Rachel called her indecisive, and she's like, I'm not indecisive. Like, what, you think I would just be like, I don't know what to do?
Dude.
Which is funny because that has nothing to do with her rating. It is just a funny Lauren.
But literally, like, during week 2 or 3 there was literally a conversation where, like, it was Zach, Vince, and
Lauren?
And Lauren in the HOH room. And Lauren's like, I don't know what to do. Can you guys just tell me what to do this week? So it's like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, you definitely...
She definitely
average
some
me
indecisiveness.
situation in the house.
Yeah, right.
Actually. Yeah, like, all right, what should I
I kind of relate.
Yeah, but...
As we go further, kind of like gap them with spaces. Like all those people we just said, I have no faith in winning.
Right.
But then
Yeah.
have there's like a level up.
For
There
sure.
is a level up here.
Yeah, I put Ashley at this spot because I mean, I feel like at least a few weeks ago, the house consensus was that like she really wasn't like she's not very liked. Like I know Zach, someone that got evicted, came out and like in the
did not
postseason
like,
interviews.
yeah.
He was like, "I'm surprised she's a lawyer." Like saying a lot of negative things against her.
He just
So
called her an idiot.
yeah,
or
it's
something.
basically called her an idiot.
Oh yeah, that
But
was
like
the whole thing.
I just whoa, yo, that was
from the
sick.
kitchen table.
That's crazy.
Crazy jump.
Over the fan too. Holy shit!
Wow.
10 points for Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, so I just don't have a lot of faith in Ashley. I feel like it really would depend on who she's sitting next to at the end to like reward her the win. So yeah, I don't know. Ashley's kind of just. She would really have to do something really incredible in the next few weeks. Maybe win head of household or a really pivotal veto to make me want to put her higher on the list for me. I have Mickey.
I have Ashley.
I have Ava, but
Okay.
also, but this is the level up, you know.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah.
I actually I don't know how I feel about that because everyone in this area, I feel like it's so could go back and forth.
Yeah.
But maybe Ava shouldn't even be that low. Can you guys give your case and then I'm gonna.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was.
for Ava. Okay, yeah. So.
No, well, not your case.
But just our case for
Use
our
your case for
person.
your
Oh,
person,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have, who do I have? I have Mickey. Yeah, I have Mickey kind of like the middle of the road right now because it really depends on, like, she has a lot going for her. As I said earlier, she has, like, the comp wins and she's only one to have an HOH veto and a blockbuster so far this season.
Yeah.
So she has, like, somewhat of a good resume building for her. She's not really, like, she's kind of like, and she's playing from an underdog position right now. Like, not a lot of people like her. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like Keanu's still around, Kelly's still around. I feel like there's a lot more targets other than Mickey where I could see her just like somehow slipping by after this week if like things go a certain way because she just won the veto. So
That's true. And I mean, that's the best time to win the veto because now
Yeah.
she's got at least a bunch of days where everyone knows she's not going home, gives her a chance to like rebuild or be brought in.
exactly, yeah.
My thing, because I got Ashley here. And it's just like, kind of what you said, where it's like she just doesn't seem like the most well loved in the house.
Right.
And she's also survived like pretty tight situations. Like obviously like she was the week 1 target, but I'm not gonna like give her that much. Like we're way past that point. But like week 3, when Lauren put Adrian up, like Lauren was very close to putting Ashley up, and then Ashley's in danger. And then there was like another thing recently where like Ashley was almost in danger, but then got like something happened and she didn't go up on the block. I know that was a very empty statement. I had no names with that one. I couldn't remember what it was, but it's like she's come pretty close a bunch of times to being in danger.
Yeah.
And I feel like even though she's got Will in Rachel, eventually like someone's just going to be like, right now, Vince is thinking about putting Ashley up.
Yeah,
Ashley
so-
could be on the block and a potential target
Yeah.
as we speak, and we just don't know.
Right.
So because of the fact that she is a potential to go up right now and potentially go home.
like literally within the next 24 hours, she could be like the target to go home. So, yeah.
You're right. And so I would tie Ashley and Ava for what I'm about to say, but for Ava, my case with her was, all right, the comp she won, and I like her personally, but this is obviously not about that. For the comp she won, she just kind of, it got brought to her. She didn't have to do anything. Someone gets it wrong, right? And then she just ended up with an HOH. She seems relatively adaptable until anything pushes her button and she will freak out on someone. Like if it's Keanu or like she just has these moments where she like gets like overstimmed and just like loses it for a quick second, which I don't think is very good in Big Brother, especially when you're not like if you're Rachel and she can get overstimmed and just freak out on everyone, but that's like her thing. She's really good
That's
at
true.
like
She's
like harnessing
made it
that
her
energy,
thing.
you know? Ava, I don't think so much. It just seems a bit off the wall in these moments. And then when she had her HOH, the one person I remember her being like, you're not going to go up, was Zach. And then Zach would never have targeted Ava, but then Ava got Zach out and then was like bawling her eyes out when she got her friend out. And it's just like, I haven't seen anything other than being likable and fun to watch that like makes her be in the final 2 and someone think, yeah, you know what, she deserves to win this.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
Am I cooked for that opinion?
No.
Yeah.
I think that she is likable where it's like, I just feel like the odds of her going up anytime soon, maybe the next few weeks, is quite low for me. I feel like I could be so wrong. She could be gone next week.
I mean, she is on the block right now.
Yeah, so who knows?
I guess
But
you're right.
I just think that, well, specifically this week, she is on the block. I feel like she's the least likely to go.
You know,
So-
I don't think she'll go for a while, but I just don't think she'll win.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I respect that. I respect that for sure.
Yeah, I just think she's positionally, like you said, she's not going home for a while.
Yeah.
But I do feel more faith in her ability to win in the end. Like, I could see her winning against Ashley.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And if anyone was
yeah.
going to win, I would love to see her at the end.
Yeah.
So it's not like I don't dislike it.
Right, this is very, like, I'm trying to be unbiased as possible, right? I think we're just analyzing it,
Yeah.
so it's not, I
Not
get
biased
you.
as hell.
Yeah.
I definitely have some bias in me.
At number 5, I have Keanu.
I have Morgan.
I have Ashley.
Okay,
All right.
so,
Well, I'll start talking about Morgan because we've already done a lot.
Yeah.
But I have a lot more faith in Morgan because I feel like right now, and again, so much of this is just based off of what has happened in the last like 24 hours, but she is like doing a really solid job of like trying to keep the judges together and pushing for Vince to not go after Rachel or Ava. And like, because she's doing, like, I just love how much she's going to bat for these people.
Yeah.
And they could very easily like find out like, oh wow, Morgan like actually had my back. And she's really close with Vince. Who knows what's going on with Mickey? I'm sure they can repair that. They've got like whatever odds or ends they've been at recently. Like, she's got options to go to the end, and I think she's going to win a comp at some point.
yeah, I think
It'll happen.
Maybe,
I
yeah.
think she can build something of a resume.
She's definitely very competitive, and like when I was making my like very early season rankings, I felt like she's the one that's like there to play her heart out.
She
Literally
is.
she passes out. She was third off on the wall, which that was unfortunate to
for
see
her.
for all the wall comp enjoyers out there. But I think that she's definitely competitive. I could definitely see her going pretty far. It just depends on obviously how her relationship with Mickey holds up, and if that gets repaired, then she could have a deeper run.
Plus, with Ashley, for what you said, and before I didn't realize she was going to be a target this week up until we were talking a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Plus, I see what you're like. I think Ashley's one of the most likable people because I think she's like silly and goofy and like charming in a way that I watch, but it doesn't seem like people are necessarily vibing with it, especially from week one. Like, she'd do the littlest thing, people would be like, I can't fucking believe she took a shower for 2 months.
Right. But
God forbid she doesn't take one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah. What the hell? Oh, I didn't get to talk about my guy Keanu.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even get. I
Keanu
just realized
at 5.
I didn't get to make a case.
Oh my god,
for
have you
Keanu.
talked about Keanu yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god.
Dude, okay, so
I love how different we are.
Yeah, so you have him pretty low. I have him in your. Yeah, okay.
All right, we're getting to him.
All right, so with Keanu, I feel like he has the best underdog story of the entire season so far. If I could put him higher, if I really truly believed he would win, I would. But it's just earlier this season I had him so low as like there's no way this guy's winning. He tried to make a 11 person alliance on a 17 person cast. It's like this guy, the strategic game part, he's lost. He's completely lost.
He hasn't
me there.
gotten there yet.
But he's so competitive, and he's just like he's won when it's so important. Like obviously, like the blockbuster, like that completely saved his game. Obviously, like he was going home. I have a lot of faith in him. I think that he's actually like I love the duo of him and Rachel. I hope that continues, and who knows, maybe we'll see where that goes. But
I hope so.
Yeah.
Keanu's my favorite by far in the cast. He is so interesting. Every time he needs to harness the energy to win anything, it just happens. And he has this like serial killer approach to this like calm, collected, the way he just walks.
Yeah, he walks like Michael Myers.
Dude,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
And
I love that.
I really feel like he's either going to go out like Michael or go out like Jag,
Okay.
Go out like Jag with the money.
Yeah, exactly. So he's going to take being able to harness that and win everything to the end or get caught in the double.
Yeah,
Right.
I definitely maybe I should have put him a little higher just because like he has the ability to comp out, and even though that's not my favorite strategy to rely on, he's really good at these.
Yeah. Oh,
he lasted so long in the wall with all of his mass.
True. I don't think he's like the shoe-in lock to win the season right now. I feel like it would be so unlikely, but amazing if he did win.
Yeah.
But
That would be a really fun story to tell.
absolutely, yeah. I'm sure your winner video.
I mean, he's definitely one of the
yeah.
people I want to win
Yeah.
for that reason.
Absolutely. Number 4, I have Vince.
Oh, I have Rachel.
I have Will.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I mean, we're definitely we're at top 4, right?
Yeah,
Definite
yeah.
contenders.
For Will, it's just like you never see the older guy win. You know what I mean? They always go out like Cliff or Terrence or listen. I've only seen the past 6 or 7 seasons.
Yeah.
Or Angela, or
but they all go out at the same time. Every older person's like 6th or 5th,
Right.
And so I just don't think when it comes time that he'll be that first time on the block, the first time he is a target, he will end up being able to pull out a comp win. That's really the only reason.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he'll have a generational run like DJ Showtime. I don't know. Maybe even better. Maybe make it further.
True. Maybe he'll start up his own after party.
Dude, oh my god. Oh shit. What would happen?
I don't want to talk too positively about him right now after you're like, I got him here for it. But like, he went from what looked like a Pawn Star, because he was up on the block in week 2 and in week 3, to now like nobody's even thinking about nominating him. Like everyone's chill with him. There's never really been a time recently where he's even had to like worry. After the HOH is crowned, it's always just been like, all right, I'm gonna chill, and it's working so well.
In my head, even if he doesn't get out 6, he will just be brought to 2.
That is my worry.
Or something, and then it's just like, because everyone will bring him. Because why would anyone kick him out unless he gets... Like, I could either see him getting in a moment, like, I think it was... Maybe it was Terrence, where they were, like, talking about one person badly and another, and they, like, clashed heads. And I don't think Will would be messy necessarily. He seems very collected. He's probably my favorite right now.
Oh, yeah.
Just as far as personality goes.
So unlikely to touch the block at any point soon in the game. Like I think he's probably making.
And he's not. It would be like the 4th option because someone wins the veto and he survives against everyone.
And with how like he reacted when like Lauren nominated him, I feel like people are like kind of like, I don't want to see that. Like I don't want to have to face that. So yeah, he could.
Like who do you think he could win against? Because Ava,
Ashley.
Ashley was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I could see him winning against Ava, but so much depends on like. I need like he's at a really good level here, but I need a little increase. You gotta like maybe win a comp or like really set yourself up instead of just being in this comfortable position where you just are like, all right, I'll go with you because everyone wants to work with me.
I think the most fun next week HOH would be Will.
I would love
Will.
I don't think he should win, but I would love it.
No, he's somebody that like really doesn't have to win. He's so well like insulated. Not to like he should not be showing his cards right now in the game. It'd be terrible for him. I have Vince at my number 4 pick. I just think that he's too passive for my liking. I like listening to him on feeds. I think he's just like interesting on his one-on-ones. Like I just like listening to his conversations because they're always like, it's interesting because he's so like honest with people. He's always like, well,
or he makes them think that he's so honest. He tells them exactly what they want to hear in a way that feels genuine from him.
Yes.
It kind of gives me the same vibe as like if Quinn was a little better at the way he was trying to play.
I get you. I get what you're saying, yeah. I think in order for Vince to win, like Rachel would have to go out this week. Like if Rachel goes out this week, to go out soon. Then Vince is having like the easiest walk to the end. Like I don't think anyone's dominating Vince anytime soon.
Well, I don't know. The thing with Vince, and I mean, I might have to put him a little lower now, because I'm just like realizing where he was talking about whoever he puts up, he's making 4 people upset because it's basically like 5 people on this side, 5 people on this side. Vince is choosing which side to put up, and who he puts up really dictates like who's going to go home. Mm-hmm. And he's really indecisive about it because he's like, I'm going to make 5 people mad at me. Right. And like, if these people actually stay mad, that could be bad. But he also has a tendency to like win people back. I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but he has like no respect for himself. Like he's willing to just like cry to you every day if he has to. And it's like, that's good. Like in terms of playing the game, like you go, dude.
And even like Rachel was kind of seeing through that too. I'm sure like other people too. Like even I think he was like crying to Will for like no reason. Like I don't know. I feel like people kind of see through it, and that's why I feel like he's not like a Dan Giesling, where like Dan Giesling was hugging Jesse for like a minute and a half straight, where it's like people actually kind of bought that, where it's like Vince is no Dan Giesling, like he's not the type of Dan Giesling player.
It was funny when he's like begging to Catherine. I was like, all right, bro, just like give it her.
Like you don't need to go that like theatrical with it.
Or like even when he was going around the house doing those like tear things, and he'd be like, I'm doing a great job acting, and it was, I was like, bro, like please stop, like this is getting bad.
Bro's like David Alexander trying to convince everybody he didn't use the power on himself.
Dude, that was should we just say in case the cut looked weird or that moved an inch, the camera died.
The camera died, unfortunately. So I don't know what just happened. So we're just gonna start at our number 3 pick.
The camera died.
We don't know where it died, so we're just gonna start there.
Guessing.
So for my number 3 pick, I have Will.
I had Ava Pearl.
Ava Pearl. What do you got?
Rachel.
Okay.
Rachel. So the reason I had Rachel was because I think she's going to be really good at articulating her story as a 2-time winner.
Yeah.
I think the average sentiment is that, no one's going to vote for her twice, which I actually don't think is true. I think if she can articulate, which she can, because she's older than most of these people, like she is well versed in life, right? As opposed to like someone who's in their early 20s. Like she can say, I had this amazing story. It would have been so easy for you to get me at week 1, during the double, week whatever ends up the first time she hits the block, or if she never hits the block, then she can say that. So I just think the sentiment that if she's in the final 2, she won't get voted for is the opposite. I think people will hear her game and respect it.
Yeah, which is funny because I'm realizing now where I think the camera died, and that's right before I talked about Rachel, who I had at 4. And I was basically saying the opposite to him, where I was saying, like, I do think Rachel will struggle in a final 2 because there are a lot of, like, potential bitter jurors. And I was thinking, like, Mickey and Kelly, I could see being people that don't want to vote for Rachel. But there is also a chance that Kelly goes home this week, isn't in the jury. Mickey could go home next week, potentially not in the jury if we're assuming it's a 7-person jury.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're right. I do think that, like, her odds in the final 2 are better than I originally thought this morning.
Plus, I will say, if there were people who were better at Big Brother, to your point, then maybe they'd be able to see and respect it. Like, if everyone was Vince, or if everyone was Lauren, who's a fan, and not, like, Mickey.
Right.
You know, they could see that, hear that, and be like, you know what? She did play twice. She got this far and can win. I feel like if the average person who doesn't watch Big Brother hears it, like, no, I don't want her to win.
I don't want her to win again.
I just want someone else to get the money.
Yeah.
So, I can see both sides.
Yeah, for me, I feel like if Rachel were to win it again, like we said this earlier, but I feel like she needs to have certain people sitting on that jury. Like there are certain people in the house that probably will never vote for her to win. But but I feel like it's leaning towards that. Also, she's got to survive this week, assuming the veto doesn't
just put her up.
If
it does, then yeah.
But we'll see. And then who did you have?
I had Ava at 3, just because like I feel like nobody's really going for her right now. Like she's on the block, and people are not talking about getting rid of Ava. So she's like in a good spot, but I think Will is in a better spot. I mean, what are we at? Yeah, we're at the top 3, so it's like I do think there's a very good chance that she can make it to the end and have win equity. But I feel like there might be times in the end game where she's either on the block against someone like Will or is put up in a spot where she is looked at as someone who's like, oh, Ava's kooky. Everyone likes Ava. She could win in the end. Let's get rid of her. But she's still like in a good spot. She's going to make it far.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I have Will at my number 3 just because I feel like there's not a lot of people he can lose against in the end. And with that, he's just a social player. I think he's got a decent shot to win. I think that he's got the game on lock. He's social, very social. I just think like he's lacking in the like the competitiveness. I don't feel like he's really got that down. We haven't seen much from him yet with that in that department, so we'll see. But he did almost win that blockbuster too, where he put like the wrong number because he picked like.
That's true. He also almost won the HOH that Ava won.
Yeah, so he's been close a few times.
Now maybe this is PTSD talking, but I feel like for Ava, if you're like the chill fun one, you got to be the comp beast chill fun one.
Right.
You can't just at the end, God forbid, a chill guy gets to the end and they're like, yo, you didn't do shit. But nevertheless, we're on 2, right? We're on 2, right? Yeah, average experience.
Right.
Then for 2, I had Vince, and that's just because of how adaptable he is, how he is a fan of the game, one of those people who studied the game. He's like an upgraded version of Quinn, who I think was a little too messy, but he like dialed in the friends with everybody, messy player, and like you said, he will beg you to take him off the block. Yeah. And for some people, maybe that's just so uncomfortable. They're like, all right, bro, just stop.
At number 2, I actually have Ava, and now that we've kind of talked about it, I think I probably would put her lower, just because I just don't really see, like, she just needs to make a bit more moves and like build her resume a little bit more, but she's just so likable where it's like I feel like she would go higher on my list. That's why I have her there.
Yeah. No, that's like, I mean, I already said a lot of Ava.
Yeah.
She's gonna go far. I had Vince at 2, just like Matt or Turner.
Right, which one is it?
Yeah, which one? Basically because everyone is flip-flopping. Almost everyone has worked with everyone, but Vince is like tight with everyone. I mean, like Lauren really stuck her neck out to save him last week when he was target number 3 on the block.
Yeah. Do you think there's anyone who wins HOH next weekend? He is definitely up.
Probably Ashley.
I would. It depends.
Or,
It
well,
depends on
that's-
who. If Vince
Yeah.
puts up Rachel 100%. But
Yeah.
if Vince doesn't put up Rachel, then I think he can
What
go
about,
into
like,
next
what would a
week.
Catherine situation?
I can see Catherine.
So
maybe
it's like,
putting him up
I don't
still.
know.
Well, yeah, if he puts up Catherine for sure.
Yeah.
And then if he puts up Ashley, I could still see Catherine just being like, "Nah, I'm still putting you up."
Kelly put him up, or are they tight?
No, they're tight.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just such a
she would
weird
just put it
season.
down. Kelly would put up like
Yeah.
she wouldn't put up Vince.
It's just not really like that cut and dry. I feel like it's just
It's
because like
not
people
at
are
all.
nominating their own allies at this point. So it's
I
like,
know,
they really,
and then they're changing. There's no way to keep track.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Now
it's
we're on-
hard. Yeah.
all
So
right.
our number one. Yeah. So
Number one.
Who's your number one?
Keanu.
Keanu.
Will.
My number one is Rachel.
All right, that's valid. Would love to see it. So Keanu,
Yeah.
for me, comes out of a lot of hopes and dreams that he is just so fun to watch.
Yeah.
I think lately, you guys have never heard the sentence before, but like you make it to the end and it's a boring couple weeks. I feel like Keanu could be the one thing to keep this entertaining till the end. Plus, other than like personal biases aside,
Yeah.
I just feel like he can harness any win that he needs, and sometimes that catches up to a Tucker or a Michael, where it's like they slip up once and they're cooked. But I really do think Keanu has this weird, like, ability to just be calm under
Yeah, he's like a
pressure,
serial
calm-
killer.
Yeah, like
Like
calm.
Michael
Yeah,
Myers.
Like the Michael Myers
Michael
one.
Myers.
Yeah.
He's like, he can just stay way calmer than anyone should be able to under so much pressure and just take out a win. So I think that'll serve him well.
Yeah.
And if he makes it past the double, I just feel like he could like run a train. Probably not the way you say that. He could
Yikes.
just really get to the end with
Yeah.
ease.
I feel like him surviving a double is, I didn't even think about that, but it's like so, I feel like it's just so unlikely, but I feel like he
Yeah.
can kind of pull out like a
Yeah.
Corey win, like a very, very
Maybe,
like
yeah.
important like HOH win where like during a double and just like take out a really big target. I don't know,
But
but
if he like gets to 5 people left, I think he could beat 5 people in every.
oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, who did you have at your
I had
number one?
Will.
Will, right.
Yeah, long story short, Will's in a great spot. He has a lot of feasible paths to the final two, and a decent chunk of those different paths are final twos that he can win.
Yeah.
Like, I think he can beat Ashley. I think he could beat Ava. And then, like, he could beat Catherine. He could beat Kelly. Not that those are the most likely final twos, but, like,
Yeah.
he has a lot of people that he can beat, and he has a lot of paths to the end game
Yeah.
that could turn into paths to the final two.
Yeah, I totally see that. I have Rachel at my number one spot because, again, like we've been saying this whole time, I mean, like, if she makes it to the final two, like, she could really just pull out an incredible speech, I think, like a Taylor Hale-esque speech and I just feel like Rachel could, like, kind of plan that out a little bit better and just kind of pull out the win, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't agree more.
I
bro.
would be happy with Keanu, Rachel, or Will winning for sure.
I think my favorite 3 to win, like favorite, would be Vince, Rachel, Keanu.
Oh yeah, you do it like Vince because you're the Vince guy.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm a Vince guy.
you're the
What
Vince
can I say?
guy.
I just
Yeah,
feel like
dude.
I relate to him in a lot of moments.
Dude, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, dude, what are we gonna do?
Well, yeah. Well, that's our list.
Yeah.
If you agreed or disagree, let us know in the comments below. And where
throw
could-
it back to them. you know?
Yeah,
What do
throw
you
it back
guys
to you
think?
guys.
Boom.
Now, where could everyone find you guys? And what do you guys got coming out in the future?
So I just hit 100K on YouTube. Ethanimale.
Dude, I was gonna say you can follow me on Instagram, TUR. I don't know the exact
NURR.
NUR. I was gonna do that.
All right,
too.
yeah, we can do each other's then. All right, so
Yeah.
Ethanimale, I think we're at like 120 something K right now.
We're getting
It's
close.
honestly been an incredible journey, guys. So just follow for more Big Brother update and analysis videos. Yeah.
Hell
Yeah, and you can find me at Instagram at Turner TURNURR, posting so much stuff.
Hey, what, dude? You have a show coming up,
Dude, I got a potential show coming up. I just cut my hair.
The potential show would be the Amazing
Grace.
Yeah.
Now I just cut my hair. Yeah, I got the Amazing Grace. Dude, you're gonna see me crushing it on my way to $1 million.
Boom.
Boom. September
Five big
20.
5 big
And
boom.
Yeah.
end
Yeah.
of September.
September. What's the date?
It is
September
25th.
25th. There you
Yeah.
go. And with that, we give that 5 big boom.
And tap into Off the Block with
yeah,
Yalo.
yeah, right. And check out this drawing that somebody drew us
Somebody
during this.
drew an unnamed person.
Unnamed.
It's freaking beast.
Dude, look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, check that one out. All right, with that, that's been another episode for the Andrew Yalo channel. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Peace out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys are interested, here's our like full like the summary of all of our picks here. I'm gonna try to do my best to like lay it all out right here so you guys can see it. I just also want to give a huge shout out to Ethan for letting me stay at his house this weekend. Also Courtney. It's not often that I really get to like collaborate with similar creators in the community that we all share together. So to Ethan, like shout out to you, man. Like that was really cool to make that video with you. Also want to quickly give a shout out to all the current channel members. I really appreciate your support so much. Like you guys have no idea. You guys are the greatest. With that being said, the next time I'm going to be talking about Big Brother 27 and giving my review on this season will be at the very end of the season. I'm going to be giving my final like thoughts and I guess power rankings per player. I don't know. We'll see what happens when, you know, the end of the season rolls around. But yeah, shout out Ethan and Turner for doing this video. It was a blast. I had a really fun time doing it, and thank you guys so much for being a part of it. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. We got so much more content coming this summer, or the remainder of the summer. I will see you all in the next one.